Hi there. Thank you for joining me. Today I'm going to share with you how I set up my new 2021 AmandaRachLee Oops Doodle Planner, as well as what I've done to set up my January planner. I will continue to use the leftover pages from my last year's journal for collection. As you can see, I still have like this little section here that wasn't used up. So I will be using the rest of this journal for more like collection, because in the doodle planner there isn't like a whole lot of place for like a ton of different collections. So I will still be incorporating that bullet journal, but for productivity, mainly it's just going to be this planner. I purchased the Oops Doodle Planner version and I reviewed it in my last video. So I will link that video here, and I link it in the description below. You can check it out. But since I'm not really setting up my bujo, I won't be doing a whole like plan with me, because a lot of this is done for me already, obviously. Instead, I think I'm just gonna kind of talk through what I do or how I use these layouts for my own purpose. And the way the doodle planner is done, obviously, if you color it differently or use the flexible pages differently, everyone's doodle planner will come out looking different. So that's what I plan on sharing. Every planner is going to be unique. For the annual setup, first of all, well, my name's April. And first of all, I made this for the key this year. I made this little flip out thing. I saw this method in somebody else's planner, which is nice. So I can, you can go to any pages later on and I can have all these keys available to me. At this point, I do remember most of the keys that I use, but some of them that I don't use often, I will continue to use them. In this yearly setup, you'll see that I use this black cardstock a lot, and it's actually just from her packaging. This is the black wraparound that went across the journal when I first got it, and I thought it was a very nice quality cardstock, so I actually just continue to use it. So I just cut, and it's pretty, it's got her doodle themes. So I actually just use it all over. To start, this is the annual quote. She has a quote here, but for the annual quote, I actually had something else in mind. So again, I cut out her little cardstock packaging, and I just used it and I wrote my own quote. Again, I'm kind of a somewhat minimalist. I'm not like super into like coloring a whole lot or drawing a whole lot, but I do want to like put a little bit of color in here so that it's, things stand out and looks happy. And this year I chose this selection of mid liner for my yearly setup. And so these are the colors that you're gonna see in the yearly. First of all, she has this overview, which I really like. If I were to set up my own journal, I would always have a yearly calendar, and I just simply did a little like doodle border around it and colored in my the color for the calendar. I just chose purple. I circled the different dates in different like color coding that I always use, and it's for my purpose to incorporate a future log. So here is my future log, but in fact, in her doodle planner, this page was a reflection page, but I rather leave last year's reflection in last year's journal. So and actually there is no future log, and I do use future log not a ton, but I do use it and I prefer to have it. So I actually just took that reflection page and made a future log. Like I said, I don't have a ton to do in my future log, so like 1 page is sufficient. And what I actually did was I cut out a page from my previous year. I just took it from the back. I just cut it out and stick it over the reflection page. And again, I incorporated her little packaging cardstock. I think it's really cute to use, and it kind of like goes with the rest of the theme. And then she has the goals page. I actually really like the prompts she gave. It's simple, but it's like gives a really nice broad overview. So the questions are what I want to accomplish in 2021, something I want to learn in 2021, how I want to feel in 2021, what I want to bring into 2021. So I actually went ahead and filled out this little prompt according to her suggestion, and I really like it. The next page, which I used again all the different colors in midliner, things to check out. I never did this kind of page on my own spread on my in my own bullet journal, but I thought it was really nice. So there are like places I want to check out, books I want to read, TV shows, makeup or like beauty stuff I want to check out. So these are like the things that I noticed in the last year that I often make a list of. So I feel like this is a great place to put it. And it's nice that she just leaves the titles blank, so it can be whatever you feel like it. Then come the next 3 pages are actually flexible dotted pages, which I really appreciate because then, you know, everyone will do their own thing. What I decided to do is a yearly expense page. So I break it out in like 12 months, and then like each month I will have like an expense section, and then I'm going to categorize them in these 5 different categories, and every month I will record it, and then at the end of the year I will total them according to category. I do realize that these are the things that I spend on the most, so I want to have a good idea tracking these expenses. This is also new to me, is a cleaning log. So I have I listed weekly chores, monthly, yearly, and a list of supplies that I might need to get to accomplish my cleaning. The weekly, I do them often, so I'm not going to write it in my calendar. I kind of just know what they are and I will assign them. And I have these like 52 weeks, and here's the monthly, and I have 12 months. So the goal is to cross them out as I finish each week or each month. And also an annual. I think these are the items that I easily forget, but I should really do them because otherwise like certain spots in the house just never get cleaned. So if I write them down here, and I think it would really help me remember to do these cleaning. And also writing them down give me more motivation. Like I feel like it gives me a little pressure. Like I want to see my chores being crossed out and things like that. A new goal this year is a spiritual goal for myself, is I want to try to read the entire Bible in 1 year. I've read the Bible many times, but I've never done it in 1 year. So that's kind of a new goal that I want to try to accomplish. And the way I do it is I write down like the 66 books on this side, and then like I have a finished box here, and in the middle I'll write down the dates and chapters that I read. And I will be doing this later on. You'll see how I incorporate it in my monthly, my January setup. So that's how I use the flexible pages. Then comes the January. I do love the doodle planner, and I really love Amanda's arts, but I have to say it just overall design wise, not her particularly, but I'm not an Art Deco fan, and I find that it will just waste too much of my precious ink to coloring the whole thing. So I just did a little bit of basic, like, I know it's like kind of like a lot of gold, a lot of black. So I tried my best. This is what I could come up with. I didn't want to just like black out the whole thing, or so, but then these are also the color theme for this month, which is the gold, the red, and the black. So this is how I color them in, and comes the monthly calendar. So for this planner, I'm planning on just putting daily tasks in the monthly. I'm not going to use my weekly for daily tasks because I just don't have that many to write down. I don't work, and during the COVID, we're still in lockdown. We're just gonna be home every day. So I'm just going to be listing tasks directly on the monthly. On the side here, there's a note section. So I just here I list the monthly cleaning that I need to do. And then what I do is then I look at my calendar, and then I assign these monthly cleaning tasks to each, to the different weeks or dates, probably like a couple of them on each week. And then some other tasks that I just thought about, and then I can assign them later on. And here's my habit tracker. So I usually myself, I have always been doing habit tracker in the more like these long chart style. But I think this is really cute, and I do want to I do like it, and I think it will make it really colorful and fun. And this is the mood tracker. As you can see, the background Art Deco, I just completely gave up on coloring it. One thing is that I think coloring the whole page is just too busy for me. And I don't want it to be such a distraction for my other actual items. So the next page, I actually changed it. It is her doodles, and these are her boxes, but this section was actually goals. So she has a goal box for every month, and to me it's just a little unnecessary because I already have my yearly goal. What I need is to keep track of my expense, and also make some kind of system to keep track of some of these goals. So that's what I've done here. I changed the goal to a expense box. So this will be incorporated, will be working with the yearly expense page. So I will categorize things, and then at the end total, and I will put them in the January box. And then down here, she has a favorite section, but I mean, I don't really know what a favorite section is. It doesn't change month to month. What I need is actually something to help me keep track of, to stay on track, making one YouTube video a week. That's my goal. So I kind of slacked off the second part of the year last year, but I really want to restart making videos. It's just something fun, and something I feel like it will help me learn new things. So I want to get back to it. And it happened to be 4 boxes, so that's perfect. Week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, that's how I will be doing it. Every month she does give one flexible dotted page. For this month, for January, I didn't think of any brilliant idea to put on this page, so I just have a brain dump, which I actually need because I need to do some brainstorming for video ideas. Right now I'm not really focused on like one thing only. As you can see in my channel, I have some food stuff, I have some health stuff, some favorites, some bullet journal, like just really random things. But what I need is just to generate some ideas. So I think that's another thing I want to do in January, is to come up with as many ideas as possible, and I could use these ideas, you know, throughout different months. So that's the January monthly. Comes to what's supposed to be weekly. So she gave, you know, the last few days of December is in the first week here. I just kind of drew some picture that sort of highlight the winter that I've been experiencing so far. And then what I decided to do with the weekly, like I said, I'm using the monthly page for everyday tasks. So what I decided to do with the weekly is actually to use it as a little reflection box or meditation notation for my spiritual goal, my Bible reading. So what I'm doing is I will be reading a few chapters, and I'm going to like write down some thoughts from what I read, and also incorporating a favorite scripture from the chapters I read that day. So hopefully I will keep it up every day, because this weekly is an everyday thing. Then on my second week, I decided to plan ahead the whole week of reading on Monday, Tuesday, like which day I'm reading what. And then that way every day when I write down my thoughts, I can also check it off. And here is, you know, some notes and a favorite scripture. So right now this is how I plan on using the, you know, the weekly section. I don't know if this is what I will continue to do, but so far in this first week of January, that's been working out really well for me, and I also keep track of it in my like entire this Bible logging system. So yeah, I think if I can keep up with it, I can feel really accomplished about making this goal. This is definitely one of my most important goal for this year. So I will do a quick flip through. Here is my key, my name, yearly quote, yearly calendar, future log, goals, things to check out this year, yearly expense, block system, my cleaning log. Here is my 1 year Bible reading chart. Here's the January coloring, the monthly, the habit tracker and mood tracker page. Here's my expense and YouTube ideas and planning section. Sorry, this is my weekly, which I'm going to use as a Bible meditation section. So that's it for my setup beginning of the year, and this is the Oops Doodle Planner from AmandaRachLee. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, or if you want to see more every month how I set up this planner, please give it a thumbs up and share, subscribe. I will see you in the next video. Bye.